Hey, Danny Ray with LifeTelesalesMentor.com. Coming to you today. It's Tuesday. It's about the third day of the work week. If you're extraordinary, it's only the second day if you're only ordinary. Okay, going back to what I spoke about on Sunday, about 20% of the work week. Again, Sunday is by far the most important part of the week because it really sets the tone and it really gets you ahead of the game of 99.9% of the other agents out there. So rolling into a Monday, you'll be way ahead of the game. Okay, today I want to speak about mindset again. Okay, and how blessed we are to have this career that we have chosen. Literally, to be able to get up and walk 10 feet in some cases to a home office or jump in your car and go to your own office, it's an absolute blessing. Okay, to be able to go ahead, get on the phone, speak to anybody, regardless of zip code, regardless of state. Okay, so you can literally write a policy in Maine and write one in California, and then the third call, write one in Washington or Alaska, and write one in Florida. Okay, we have no borders as a telesales agent. All right, so I'm going to focus a little more about the mindset this week. Okay, we're not going to get into the more sales techniques part of it probably until next week or the week after because of the fact of we have to build the foundation. You cannot build off a cracked foundation. So if we want to go ahead and build a skyscraper based off telesales success, we have to have a foundation that's solid, and that's the mindset. Okay, that's really what it's all about is getting your mind right and knowing you to expect and accept what's coming to you before it even comes to you. Okay, to be preparation. Okay, that's the most important thing. All right, so we'll focus a little bit more about mindset this week. Um, we're not just life insurance agents, okay? When you walk around, you're not just a life insurance agent. You are a business owner. You got to act like that. We get paid what we're worth, okay? Our income is direct proportion of what we sacrifice, okay? So again, sales is one of those very few careers, okay, that we can get paid what we're worth. So if you want to put half the effort in, then you're going to be lucky to get 25% of the results. That's just the fact. It's how the business works. Now, we're in a business that gives us an opportunity to live an amazing life. Okay, I want to tell you a brief story about work ethic and how important it is. Okay, where in this particular business, knowledge is not everything, work ethic is. Okay, about 25 years ago, I worked with a couple of guys. Okay, in an office. Okay, and great guys, good friends. But the fact of the matter is this: is these two guys, they were best friends growing up, and they literally, no exaggeration, they say they pretty much shared the same brain cell. I mean, common sense out the door. Okay. Okay, so they weren't the sharpest tool in the shed. They definitely didn't wasn't, they were definitely a couple of sandwiches short of a picnic, if you know what I mean. Great guys though. Okay, but if you sat them in a room with 10 guys, you would pick them as ones that definitely aren't going to succeed. Now, it's important to know this story because again, when you get involved with telesales, you don't have to be an Einstein. Okay, you don't have to be the smartest guy in the room. You just got to be the hardest worker. Okay, being the hardest worker is key. Now these guys went ahead, and I'm not even exaggerating. They worked. They were the first ones in, last ones to leave. Okay, they made sure that they honed their pitch. They worked harder than anybody else, and lo and behold, within a few months down the road, they started blowing by other people because this particular business, it is absolutely impossible to do something over and over and over again and not become great at it if you're 150% focused on it. It's impossible. Okay. I always like to go back to the great analogy that I always use. Okay. Is the 200 hitter and the 300 hitter. Okay. Now, the 300 hitter in baseball, they make multi millions of dollars. They get all the endorsements. Okay. They get the key to the city in some cases. Whereas the 200 hitter, okay, they're bench warmers. They'll be lucky if they're jumping on the bus going from state to state in a double A or a triple A or a single A ball game. Okay. They're making cab fare. Okay. Now, the only difference between the 300 hitter and the 200 hitter is one hit every 10 at bats. One hit. So, who do you think's in the batting cage more? Okay. You could be the smartest, the sharpest tool in the shed, but if you don't have work ethic, okay, you're not going to succeed in this business. It's just a fact. Now, what I want you to think about, think hard, think really, really hard about this. Where are you in life right now? Where do you see yourself in your career right now? Are you satisfied? Okay, what needs to change? Okay, are you giving it 110%? There is a fine line between ordinary and extraordinary, a fine line. Now, the only difference is the extraordinary person does everything the ordinary person does, but just a little bit extra. Just a little bit extra. That's the thing. That's the thing. If you're ordinary, you're doing banker hours, you're going through the motions, you're happy with your, 50, 60, $75,000 a year. Okay, then you got the extraordinary person that does everything that the ordinary person does, but he makes that one extra phone call, works a few extra hours. He doesn't kick the can down the road, okay, and he gets things done, okay. That's what I'm talking about. You want to do everything that everybody else does, but just a little bit more. Okay, that's the key to success. Okay, and again, if you give 70% of your effort, you'll be lucky to get 25% of the results. Whereas if you give 150% of your effort, you'll get 110% of your results, or even more. Okay, you got to think like a top producer. It's all fake it till you make it. You got to visualize and be the person. Okay, that in other words, don't wait for your name to be on the door until you start acting like it. Okay, and that goes for people that even live in office environments. Okay, do not wait for your name to be on the door before you start acting like it. Okay, again, you want to think like a top producer. If you wrote $1 million last year in business, how would you act? That's how you have to act. You have to visualize that. Okay, mindset. Remember, when you're talking to people on the phone, you got to be an expert at what you do. Okay, you got to be extremely sharp at what you do. Okay, but you have to have enthusiasm. You have to come across on the phone. The old saying back in the day is enthusiasm is the yeast that raises the dough. Okay, so you got to be very enthusiastic. Okay, and again, you got to be, you got to be portray yourself as being the best in the business and an expert in your field. That's really, really key. You got to think like a top producer, but also you got to work like a top producer. Okay, again, for myself, I mean, when I'm in the zone and I'm working hard, okay, and I'm prospecting and I'm looking to have my business grow, I'm in the office. My day starts at 5:30 in the morning. Okay, this is how my day starts. I'll go through the role play. 5:30 in the morning, I'm up. I'm getting a harrow. Okay, and I'll speak to that about that in other videos down the road. Okay, where I'm getting backlinks for my website. Okay, from about 6:15. Okay, to about 7:15 to 7:30, maybe a quarter to 8, I'm going to the gym. Okay, I hit the gym in the morning. Okay, I'm on the phone by 8:30. Okay, going about my business, prospecting and hitting my dial. Now again, my CRM is built off time zones. Okay, so in between 8:30 and 12:30, okay, I am prospecting and I'm also doing anything that has to do with clients, doing offers, and I will get into that as well. How to get, I'm a master at offers. So those of you that have term policies, okay, that'll be another video down the road. Okay, but again, then I'm back on hitting Harrow again at 12:30, getting backlinks for my website. Then I work till 5:30. Okay, and I go out and get backlinks again from 5:40 till about 6:30, 7 o'clock. Okay, then I'm hitting my West Coast till 7 to 10, 11 o'clock at night. So on the average workday, when I am prospecting, okay, and I'm focused on getting business and growing my business, okay, I will put in there's not a 16 to 18 hour day. Okay, and my best days as an independent, okay, recently when I do it that way, I mean, I average 4 or 5 policies a day right now if I did that. Okay. Now again, I have other things I got to do, but if I was prospecting, that's what you have to do. That's how top producers do it. Okay, they work literally relentlessly. Okay, from early wee hours of the day until the last phone call is made. Do not leave your desk. Do not leave. Your day ends when there's nobody else to call, whether it be 5 o'clock in the afternoon, 7 or 11 o'clock at night. Okay, so you got to think like a top producer. And most importantly, mindset. Okay, what I just spoke about, getting obsessed with your success, getting really heavily involved in your business, that's the mindset you need to have because you have to get in the zone. Now, getting in the zone is when you get so good at what you do because you're just doing it over and over again all day long, and it doesn't happen quickly. It happens inevitably. That within a few days, you're going to be like a hot, warm butter knife through a stick of butter. Okay, everybody you talk to is just going down. Boom, boom, boom. You're getting doubles. You're getting people that normally would say no to you. You just because you're so good at what you do, you're in that zone. Okay, that's where you need to be. Okay. Mindset is everything. You have to go after your vision with utmost tenacity and vigor and commitment and focus, but most importantly, put action. Okay, you must hone your skills daily. I mean, every phone call you make, you got to fine tooth. You sharpen your axe. Okay, you got to hone your skills. You got to sharpen that axe. Okay, every single phone call you make, is a learning experience to get better on the next phone call. Okay, it's very, very, very important. Okay, and again, when you do that, okay, if you're young in your career, Okay, again, work ethic's the most important. Don't think you need to know everything before you do anything. Okay, just jump in full force, head first. Mess up often. Learn every single day. Make one less mistake a day, and before you know it, you'll just be very good at what you're doing. And again, you'll be in that zone. Zone is very important to be in. Okay, I would never have hit records writing 21 policies in a day. Okay, 63 in a week, 156 in the month if I was not 150% focused on my craft and was in the zone. That's the way you get to that. You got to get in the zone. Okay, as long as you get in the zone, you'll go from ordinary to extraordinary. Okay. So what I want you to do the rest of the week is really commit to yourself. Okay. Really commit to yourself just for this 1 week. Okay. Habits need to be set consistently over a course of the day before it becomes part of your daily requirement. It can't just happen like that. It's got to become habit. So you got to be repetitious. Okay. So make a commitment to yourself for the rest of the week. It starts today. I just have undying faith. Visualize your outcome. I want you to visualize this Saturday night, okay, where you knocked the cover off the ball this week. You gave it 150% that you got the rest of the week, and on Saturday, see where you're at. Now, again, if you don't hit your goals, that's okay, because you're honing your craft, okay. The most important thing is getting in the zone and the focus on work ethic and giving it all you got every single day. Okay, getting out of your own way. Just do it. You don't need to know everything before you do anything. That's most important. Okay, so I really want you to close your eyes and visualize what you're going to be on Saturday night. Okay, after a hard week of work, okay, where you're going to be when you're utterly exhausted on the battlefield. Okay, after a hard tenacity filled week of really focusing on after going after your goals. Again, if you don't hit your goals, that's okay. The most important thing is getting into that habit of work ethic. If you got a work ethic commitment and you put it to action, the success will come. It's just a guarantee. Like I said before, you can't do something over and over again and not become great at it. It's impossible, okay, to do something over and over again. I want you to be bold with your goals, okay? Make them attainable though. What I do every single day is if I'm writing term, it's a 5,000. My goal is to hit $5,000 a day. If I'm writing final expense, it's usually $2,500 a day. Okay, that's my goal in writing. Okay, so goals are important. Okay, this is my goal every day. Daily production goals, $5,000 a day in written premium. I just fill in the boxes. Okay, I fill in the boxes. If you fill in these boxes, you'll make $1 million a year. If you fill in these boxes every single day, and you know what? If you fall short, if you're shooting for the moon, you hit a cloud, so be it. Okay, you're still moving forward. You're still putting into action. You're still putting commitment to your successes. Okay, because again, your success is direct proportion of how your family lives, how your bills get paid, how the life you live, the vacation that you dream about. That I probably take every 3-4 months anyway. All right, so again, you got to be focused on being committed to your goals. Okay, make them bold. Okay, give 150% commitment this week, but really do the walk. Don't just do the talk. Okay, lay it all out there, ladies and guys and gals. Okay, I want you on Saturday to be victorious. Okay, so in the rest of the week, just focus, batten down the hatches, just work like you've never worked before. Okay, distill that habit into you. And again, goals are great. If you reach them, fantastic. If you don't, it's not a big deal because you're getting better as you go along. Okay, and again, it's all about getting in the zone. Uh, we need to lay the strong foundation this week. Again, work ethic, mindset. That's the most important thing. Sales and stuff that comes. It's inevitable. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, make a comment down below. I'm going to be addressing these comments that you leave on Friday at the end of my video. Okay, I'm going to try and answer every single one of them. I have a handful already from previous videos, but again, mindset this week. Just focus on mindset, okay? And over the next couple of weeks, we'll get into a little more things. I'm gonna be launching a website probably this week, okay? There'll be other mentorship stuff that goes on there, where you can sit on it. We can do a consultation as well, a solo one-on-one. I'm gonna get into a little bit of that, okay? About everything from how you should set up your system, the best places to get as far as most cost effective for ROI. Okay, we'll talk about leads, the best place to go ahead and get leads if you're not self-generating like what I do. Okay, and the best vendors out there. And I'm not going to bash any vendors. I'm just not doing that. You're a smart person. You know which ones are not good. Okay, but I know what works for me, so I'll mention the ones that I know are good. Okay, so keep that in mind. Also, any comments? If any questions you have, again, I'll address them on Friday in the video. If you ever want any kind of information as far as any kind of health impairments, carriers, go to Pinnacle Quote. Just look to the left here. You'll see the link to Pinnacle Quote. Most of those articles there are for health impairments for term and GOL, and also final expense as well. And also the other icon to the left here, or to your right, is insurance for burial. That's predominantly a lot of information on final expense, just as far as articles. Okay, but I'll definitely reach out to you guys, and then tomorrow, the next day. Again, any questions you have, put them in the comments below, and I'll address them on Friday at the end of the video. All right. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Remember, work ethic, commitment, put it to action, guaranteed success. Okay, mindset, mindset, mindset. That's the foundation that we're going to build this sales the sales structure, and we're going to have 1,000 story building on top of this foundation. Okay, so again, any questions? Comment below. If you have any questions personally, just sales at lifetelesalesmentor.com. Okay, and I'll talk to you guys soon.